My name is Stowe Boyd. I'm here in Hamburg at the next09 conference, which is much larger than last year's. And, I'm giving a talk today that's probably pertinent to your viewers about the research I'm doing called Open Enterprise 2009. And we've been doing a lot of interviews with practitioners, visionaries, vendors, and analysts about what's going on with the adoption of Web 2.0 technologies in business today. And our findings have been pretty interesting. A couple of highlights. One is it's a very unequal distribution of different kinds of tools and technologies. There's nothing consistent that we found. It's not like everybody's using blogs or everyone's gone to wikis. It's very heterogeneous. A couple of things that we have found that are consistent is that the critical factors in companies effectively using these technologies break down to very simple sort of cultural or political maybe things that go on in businesses. So that strong leadership advocating the adoption of these tools and new practices is really essential, and that it's very, very hard to bring these things and make them work effectively. We've seen as many failure stories as we have success stories. The primary barriers are cultural, not financial. Even though there's a big economic downturn, the great majority of companies we're talking to are thinking of that as an opportunity to make significant changes in their business. So that turns out not to be a barrier. It's actually a driving or forcing function, getting companies to take a hard look at these new technologies and take advantage of them because they are, in some cases, significantly cheaper. The last point to make is that it's pretty obvious that widespread adoption of these tools, particularly inside of large businesses, lead to large organizational impacts. Some of these tools have an immediate impact on how people conduct work. And so one of the things we're looking at is it's likely to have as big an impact on how businesses work as email did in the 90s. But it's a different kind of change. It's not the same change over again. And in fact, it looks like these technologies are likely to impact the use of email, and email will sort of be pushed out or diminished. And those changes are leading to an open, more bottom-up kind of management style. But it looks like most people that we've talked to, particularly those in the large companies, believe that while modest changes are going to happen in the first 2 to 5 years, it'll probably take a decade before we see the long-term impacts of this trickle out everywhere. So it's not immediate. Companies can get immediate benefits, but the long-term impacts, the second-order effects, will probably take more than 5 years.
Okay, thank you very much.